Come again.
On the floor.
Welcome to 1HEART Live. This is a channel dedicated to bringing you the best in Caribbean-inspired content right here, right now. That's it. It's happening right now. We are live. And I'm Angie Greaves, and I'm your host for today's show. And it's going to be a great show, I promise you. Today is our Power Edition, and we're going to showcase and celebrate women of Caribbean origin who hold positions of power, positions of leadership or influence within the UK culture. And we will salute women from all the industries and the sectors of society, from the women winning in Westminster to the super connectors, from the captains of industry to media moguls and all points in between. And we have a phenomenal lineup of power women that have a set of stories to tell that pack a powerful punch. Oh, I do love me some alliteration. Well, look, and you know what else I love? I love the brilliant Home Sweet Home with my friend Angie Lamar, and she is on the beautiful island of Jamaica. Now, I want to say a big love to last week's host, Jacqueline Shepherd. Hey, Jackie. And if you're new to the show, take a look at what you've been missing.
Welcome back to 1HEART, bridging the gap between you and the beautiful Caribbean.
Caribbeans are very outgoing, and very friendly, and very warm.
And don't forget the reggae sauce, Lord of mercy.
And if all else fails, get out your guitar and sing your heart out. Add a sprinkle of a whole heap of chat.
Whenever a guy insecure about him hairline, once you talk about him, start with something.
Doesn't that just look like fun? Really does. So look, as it's our Power Edition, what we've done is we've pulled together a stellar panel of women who are going to share their stories, celebrate women in power and influence, as well as discussing a lot of key issues. And to get the show well and truly on the road, we're going to start, and I'm being a bit selfish here, but these are two very, very good friends of mine, and I just know you're going to love them. Please welcome Eryca Freemantle. Eryca. Her CV is as long as her arm and both of her legs put together. She's amazing. Welcome to you, Eryca, international makeup artist, TV presenter, beauty editor and entrepreneur. Eryca Freemantle, thank you so much for taking time to come into 1HEART TV. And joining Eryca is a woman whose CV is so long, it's just going to make you say, wow. She's the former editor of Pride magazine, former editor of She magazines. She runs her own PR agency, her own marketing consultancy, and is a much sought-after public speaker. Please give it up for Sherry Ann Dixon. So, ladies, first of all, thank you for coming on, and we're going to be talking about what power means to you, how you've achieved, what you've achieved, and, you know, how you've made this journey and how you've got how far that you have. But I really am very, very interested in hearing your stories. Sherry's giggling already. Yes. Also, we have, as I promised you, a great lineup. We've also got some great women who like to kind of keep it real around here. These are quite young girls. We've got a group of young, feisty women who are in our green room. They're hanging out, and they're going to be adding their voice to the conversation as well. So let's go over to the green room for my radio comrade, the wonderful Jada Avia. Hey, Jade.
Angie, you beautiful radio queen. We are loving you right now, girl. All right, so I'm here chilling in the green room with some beautiful ladies, all powerful in their own right. We have, from my right over here, Lauren. If you'd like to just introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Lauren. I've worked in social media for the past year and a half. I currently work for Bembo Tang, so I'm doing the social media marketing for that. So, yeah, that's what I do.
Nice. On to Paige.
I'll go by the name of Paigey Cakey. I'm a rapper and an actress. You might have seen me in Waterloo Road and Attack the Block. So yeah, I'm just doing my thing.
Nice, nice. So we're going to get a freestyle from you, yeah?
100, yes.
100. All right, on to Hanaa.
Hi, I'm Hanaa. I'm from East London. I'm a singer-songwriter.
Nice, nice, nice. And of course, I'm Jada Avia, and I'm a radio presenter. So these ladies are all here. We're literally watching the show. So we're going to be commenting back and forth about powerful women and power women. First of all, Lauren, if you could just define for me what power woman really means to you.
I would define a powerful woman as someone that is quite strong, someone that's confident, someone that sets goals and achieves them, someone that's quite self-respecting, and someone that encourages people to follow their dreams and ambitions.
Beautiful. So there you go. A little bit of a hint as to what a power woman is to us right here in the green room. We're going to be getting a little bit more from the other girls a little bit later on, but let's go back to Angie in the studio.
Thank you, Jade. Thanks very much. You know what? I think if my producer allows me to, I'm going to jump through the wall. I'm going to go in there with it. Wouldn't you like to just go in there and just get together with those young girls, those feisty young girls? Now, tonight, as well as celebrating, we're going to be breaking it all the way down. We're going to be getting to some of the really thorny issues around gender and also the nature of power. We're going to be asking, how does one become a power woman? Does being Caribbean make a difference? A question that I'm really not sure about, but we've heard it all the time. Is there a glass ceiling? And also, how do you get power women to, you know, embrace their power and not leave their male counterparts behind?
Okay.
Yes?
That's a good
we
one.
definitely have to be talking about that. And it's just, you know, interesting to know how we do feel as women and, you know, bringing our partners with us. But before we dive in, as usual, we want to hear from you. Want to hear exactly what you're thinking. Last week's interaction was the best ever. So let's really keep the conversation going. I really want to hear your voice. Really want to share your views. I really want you to send some questionings to our guests here in the hot seat. We are fully live. We are fully interactive. So come on, put us to the test. You can tweet at 1HEART.TV. You can send a quick email if you prefer, and the email address is connect@1hearttv.com. Look, I'm a radio lady, so I want to talk to you live. The number's 0207 819 6460. So let me just quickly ask you, Eryca, being a power woman, what does it mean?
For me, seriously,
Yeah.
a power woman is someone who listens.
Someone who listens.
Listens entirely to what's been put to her.
I like that, because we do like to talk as women, don't we? Sherry, what's your view on what Eryca's just said?
I'd like to say a power woman is somebody who knows what she wants and she goes out to get it. Not at any cost, but she has a journey that she's going in that straight line focus. And, as you said, to listen, because if you don't listen, then you're lost in the wind, aren't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
So, Sherry, before we hear about your story, you know, your personal story, can you give me just a very quick précis as to how you've become a power woman?
I love that word. It's a nice word, and it's one that I'm going to embrace now, because I have never called myself a power woman. But I got to the place that I am because I always was told as a child, you are special. And my grandmother said it, my auntie said it, and my mother said it. So I didn't grow up knowing anything different. I always knew that I had a job to do.
Yeah.
I knew that there was a worth, I had a worth, and I knew it was more than money and going to work and feeding my family. So if you want to say, understanding where my power lied, I understand the power lied in how I related to other people and what people said to me about how I made them feel after we engaged.
Yeah, and I think that is very, very important. We've got a short film of you, Sherry, that we're going to run now. Let's see this lovely short film of Sherry.
Editors of two successful magazines, one in London and one in the Caribbean. But through that journey of being a journalist and a beauty journalist, I have interviewed some of the top people in the world, Maya Angelou, Terry McMillan, Nelson Mandela.
So interviewing those people, I'm not saying that gave you power, but you've got to have a certain amount of confidence to meet people of that magnitude and do your job and not be starstruck.
And not to be afraid. Let me just use Nelson Mandela as an example. When I met him more to do the makeup, because I was a sort of professional makeup artist then, and I just said to him, I said, Nelson. I didn't say Mr. Mandela.
His name is Nelson.
Yeah, his name is Nelson, mine's Sherry. But it wasn't in a disrespectful way. Nelson, can I powder your face, please? And he said, at least I said, please. And he said, do you think I need it? I've never forgotten that twinkle in the eye that says, do you think I need it? And I said, not really, but we'll do it for the camera.
Beautiful.
And he did it.
Beautiful.
Wow. He did it.
And you run your own beauty confidence workshop. Tell me about that.
I run confidence building workshops because I find that many people, even the ones who are hitting the glass ceiling, really, they don't understand themselves. If you don't understand who you are, then how can you project yourself forward to stand up for what you want, argue about the point that you want, and also not allow somebody to get at your Achilles heel, to trip you up on your way up the ladder. So it's understanding about you, what you like, what you don't like, how to fix that face and not do a pout when somebody says something wrong, you know. So it's understanding you so that you're ready for any journey, whether it's personal or it's in the workplace, because, you know, it's not just all about the workplace.
You mentioned the glass ceiling. We'll come back to you. Eryca, definitely want to hear what your views are as well. Jade, I'm interested in hearing the definition of what it means to be a power woman. Are you in there, Jade?
We're still here, Angie. All right, so let's go to Paigey Cakey, my good friend right here. Tell us, what does it mean to you to be a power woman?
To be a power woman, I feel great because it's you're an inspiration to others and you're just strong-minded and a lot of people look up to you. You're a role model. So many things I could say.
What about, like, obviously you're young.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks you're like 17 or whatever. So, like, being a young power woman, how does that, is it like more pressure? Do you feel more pressure to be more responsible?
It is a bit of a pressure because there's certain things I don't want younger people to see me doing. And so I kind of portray myself in a good light, in a positive light. And
things like what?
Well, I don't smoke.
Yeah.
I don't really like to swear too much. I know in some of my music I do, but I just like to be positive and not put too many negative messages on my social networking sites and stuff.
I hear you, definitely. I think sometimes, you know, with young power women, you just want to go out and party and have a good time, but then, you know, you've got a responsibility to have as well. But, OK, we're going to come to Hanaa in a little bit, and we haven't forgotten about you. But for now, let's go back to my beautiful radio queen, Angie, in the studio.
So much, Jade. I like the fact that, you know, the young lady there, she wouldn't conform, doesn't smoke, doesn't swear. And I think that actually shows a bit of power as well. Well, look, coming up after the break, we're going to put Eryca Freemantle in the hot seat. We're going to be asking her a number of questions.
Wow.
Primarily, how do you become a power woman?
1HEART salutes Jessica Ennis, Olympic heptathlon champion.